Hello, today I want to present how to learn digital skill using phone. My name is Pio. I came from Myanmar. Hello, say Minglava, our language. Now we don't have any laptop because this is the Corona lockdown situation. So everybody use the smartphone, so we can learn our class with the smartphone. So we have the phone, Wi-Fi, internet data, students and teacher. Okay, we can learn digital skill via smartphone. I would like to present what did we learn in this class. The first one, how to know our smartphone version and also the model and how to browse the internet safety. So if you want to download something application or the photos or the some information. The first one, we need to test that this is transferable information and then how to secure our smartphone, because in our smartphone we have the so many our privacy. We need to secure our smartphone. Another thing is the email. We need to make the stronger password for our email. And then we need to make the two-factor authentication. In this class, I like how to use the computer and social media safety in the digital age. Yeah, I like this one too much because we are staying in the digital age. We need to stay safety and smart to protect our privacy. This is the something our exercise from the WhatsApp virtual classroom. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Hajara. I am representing Digital Women Program Introduction to Coding with ReDI. First, we ask our fellow students and teachers whether they have faced any challenges because of COVID-19 lockdown. And some of them told us that they have some technical problems, and some of them said they don't have any good working laptop or smartphone. But most of them, especially teachers, said they miss the class environment and the fellow students. What we have learned in this course: mainly, we have learned mathematical operations, for example, modulo, if conditions, variables, data types. That's, for example, integer, float, for loop, functions, list, and how to use dictionary in Python. And finally, we did projects in groups. First group created a program to create the tic-tac-toe game, and the second group have developed a program to create a chatbot which can be used in flower shop, and third group, that is Wisam and I, have developed a coding to create a snake game in Python turtle. And let me explain the flow of our project. First, we created the snake and its body and its tail, and we get the user input through keyboard. If the user presses the key upwards, then the snake goes upwards. If he presses right or left or downwards, it will go accordingly. And we added the snake food, otherwise it won't survive. And if the snake eats the food, the score will be increased, and the user can compare his score with the maximum score. And suppose if the snake hits the border, that is the window grid, then the snake would die and the game ends. And now you can see from the window how the program is running. And finally, we asked the students how this course helped them and what they like the most, or what is the relevance for their future career or education. And some of them said they use this course for using practice their either German or English language skills. And some of them use this platform to learn about new apps, and they keep on get updated about these apps like Slack, Zoom, and so on. And they have learned to how to do online course, and with the help of mentors we did homeworks and get to know about the teamwork and how can it be done in online. Finally, I want to thank ReDI. ReDI is just a simple four-letter word, but behind these four letters, there are so many dedicated persons. I wanted to thank them all wholeheartedly. Thank you so much.
Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Nessar from the Software Development Beginner class. In Software Development class, we have been learning the Java programming language. And I have chosen this class because I want to be an Android app developer. And in this semester, we have been learning the basic and fundamental concepts of object-oriented programming in Java. And before I come to ReDI, I was very confused and I didn't know a lot about programming. But after participating in Java class, I can see that I have learned a lot and I feel very successful about it. The name of my project is a Smart Calculator, and I have chosen calculator as my project because, as we all know, calculator was the very first computer ever made, and it is smart because it can do a lot more than just a normal calculator and some basic calculations. And as you can see, I have already added 23 different options to my calculator, and it is very useful for anyone, especially for the school students, and they can use it in their everyday lives. It can calculate my shopping list. This feature is very useful for myself because every time I go shopping, I forget to buy something and my mom gets very angry on me. So this option can help me to create a wish list and add the name and the price of items I want to buy. And it will tell me how much money I'm going to spend and how much money will be left for me. This way I can save my time and money and never forget about what I need to buy again. The next option is it can calculate some quadratic equations for me. For example, here I just need to say what's the price of A, what's the price of B and C, and it will calculate the x1 and the x2 for me. And also it can calculate the area of different shapes like triangle, circle, and so on. For example, in triangle, I just need to say what's the size of its baseline and its height, and it will tell me what's the area of it. It can even calculate the volume of different figures, like sphere, cylinder, and so on. For example, in a sphere, I just need to say what's the size of its radius, and it will calculate the volume of that figure for me. I have also added some fun options. It can draw me different shapes by calculating the different aspect of that shape. I hope you enjoyed, and my next step will be to make my project even better and turn it into an Android app and make it available for everyone to use it. Thank you everyone, and again thank you ReDI for making us ready for the future.
Hi everybody, I'm Catalina. Hola.
Привет, I'm Maria, and we are here to present the DevOps course. Actually, it was more about the general cloud fundamentals.
There are different providers of the cloud. Among the biggest ones are Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. In our course, we focus in the Microsoft cloud that is named Azure.
And what is actually the cloud? Instead of buying your own hardware, you can rent the hardware from the cloud provider. And that means you have a chance to save the capital expenses of equipping and maintaining your own data center. You can use the modern computers and the up-to-date technology from Microsoft, for example.
Yeah, you don't have to care about the physical security of your data center. You don't care about replacing broken hardware. You don't care about the physical space of it, ventilation, the electrical cost, or to replace all hardware that is outdated with new. At the end, it saves you a lot of money and it lets you focus on what is important.
It is actually like car sharing. You don't have to buy a car. You just drive the car when you need, and you only pay for the time you ride it. If you want more capacity, you just jump into the bigger car. And that is exactly how it works in the cloud. Cloud services adjust automatically to your needs, and you don't have to pay for the bigger machine when you drive a smaller one.
Yeah, automatically, that's how it looks. But actually, you need a cloud professional, a good cloud professional, to take all the benefits that the cloud has to offer you. And we, with this course, are at the beginning of a journey.
Yeah, so we are just at the beginning because during our course, we were preparing for this Microsoft Azure 900 certification, which covers just the fundamentals of Azure Cloud. Therefore, we didn't focus a lot on the practical usages of Azure. Instead of that, it was more about the learning and understanding the theoretical concepts one should be aware of to be able to pass the certification. And from there on, there are a lot of different tracks to follow too. It depends on the field of your interest.
Yeah, and by the way, in our last practical test, we scored 82% as a group, and that will be enough to take us to the certification. And nowadays, cloud services have become essential. Everybody is using them, sometimes without even knowing it. So, for example, when you use Gmail to send an email, or when you store your photos or your important documents in a platform, those are cloud providers.
We would like to thank everybody involved in creating this course. Our dear teachers from Becketal, the whole ReDI team, Microsoft for providing us the exam vouchers, and the least but not the last, Zoom for hosting us virtually during our online classes.
Yeah, and
Thank you for your attention.
We know to read and write Python code, debugging, and in an overall nutshell, I would say that we started with printing hello world, and then now we are able to do our own code independently. At the end of the semester, every student has to do a project. So my project is on retail data analysis. Retail data analysis consists of thousands of lines of information about customer purchases. And now I need to analyze the data to understand how the customer is purchasing, how much money he is spending, and on what are the products he is interested. So I have developed a code to get this information printed on the screen. And also I plotted some plots with matplot libraries where you can see the trend of the customer purchases, and also you can see what type of projects he has purchased. This really helps us to understand the customer purchasing behavior.
Here is a quick insight into my project. I developed a very popular game. It's a tic-tac-toe. Special thing is it's between human and computer. In the beginning, computer was very dumb. He was able to make only a random move. And then I trained him to check for win possibilities. Computer already took a bit of intelligence of human. Human started to block the computer. Then again trained the computer to block the human. And now human has only the chance to win if computer gets sick. And this is the first step towards artificial intelligence. Here is another project. It's a password generator. It generates a random password for the user. User can have different length of the password. The password can have letters, uppercase, lowercase letters, and special characters. And he can generate more than one password. And this file is going to save in a secret file. And my colleagues developed a very nice interface for this project. Here is our experience with the ReDI. In the nutshell, ReDI brought in our lives very positive change. At ReDI, we got chance to attend the HR Summit, workshops, tech talks, and we met with very nice teachers and mentors. And we got offered with reputed certification courses. And overall, it was great experience with remote learning. We developed personality, we got that career path, and we boost up the technical skills. With the little bit of professional experience, I'm all set to make an impact in the professional world. In the end, I will say thanks to ReDI team and ReDI teachers. Thank you so much.
I would also extend my thanks to all the teachers and ReDI team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nasser Ahmed from the class of Networking, Spring Semester 2020 ReDI School. I'm here today to represent my class, CCNR, and I'll start with why is networking important and why did I take this course. As we know, the largest network in the world is the internet, and our network is now an essential element to human existence. There's no boundaries, no physical or geographical limitations, and communication is almost as important as our reliance to air, food, and shelter. Also, network connects us. Some of the network trends is like bring your own devices. As we know, everyone here, almost everyone owns a smartphone, has a Wi-Fi capabilities, and it can connect to the internet anywhere, everywhere, anytime. So that is one of the biggest networking trends at the moment. We have also online collaborations like Cisco Webex, allows people to interact, employees achieve their objectives. We also have video communications. As we know, at this time of COVID-19 crisis, it is very helpful. As we know, we took our spring semester at home and through video communications, and now we are at the end of it, and it really was helpful for us. We also have cloud computing, where we access and store data online, which at the moment is very, very practical. Network security is also one of the topics we learned in this course. Like you go on the vacation and you leave your home doors open and windows and expect like nobody will attack you. It is very, very possible for anyone to attack any network, but as like network administrators or future network administrators, it is our job to make it very difficult for the attackers to access our network. And vulnerabilities is a degree of weakness, like weak passwords and lack of authentication is also one of major causes of breach in network security. As we know, every business at some point, it will want to grow bigger, extend their boundaries. And as the business grows, network grows too. So we have to be aware on what to do while growing our network, like network documentation, physical and logical topologies, device inventory, what devices should we use, budget. Cisco have made it very, very simple for us with a simulation tool like Packet Tracer to make it possible to save some costs buying devices and trying it. We can do it in a simulation tool, very easy. Traffic analysis when the business grows bigger, so we have to know how large is our traffic, data travel through the network. Last but not least is my project. My project will be a Packet Tracer project where a business IT company wants to build a small network with 4 departments, and each of department at the end should be able to communicate with one another and also to communicate from in the internet and access and store data. That's all. Thank you everyone for your attention. Thank you, ReDI School.
Hello everyone, my name is Yanxing. 你好, I'm from Taiwan. So I'm from the Python for Data Science course. In this course, in every lecture, we have interactive notebook exercise and in total of 12 course assignments, which help us to build up our ability to use the Python libraries such as NumPy, SciPy for data operation, and for data visualization as Matplotlib and Seaborn. And also a very powerful tool for build up database to clean our data and then to do the data analysis. Everything has been carried out on a cloud-based platform, which such as Colab, Google Drive, and GitHub. So it helps us to eventually publish our work to the community. In the end of the course, we are able to perform a data science project. Here's my project. So I'm very interested on the online rating system of those online shopping websites. So what I want to do is using those techniques I have learned in this class to make this rating system more reliable. Here you will see a typical Amazon review, including ratings, including comments, title, and if you recommend product or not. I built up a database with the pandas, including this more than 7,000 of data. So using the visualization, I'm able to observe the user rating distribution and the recommend distribution. From the two charts, we can say that Amazon seems to be doing a pretty good job here, because from the rating distribution is a heavily right skewed towards these high ratings. And also, most people will give recommendations to after purchase. However, there is some ratings are confusing. So I separate the chart. I separate the group into the if you recommend it or if you don't versus ratings. So we'll see some people, they do not recommend the product, but they give high ratings. Some people who recommend the product but give low ratings. So it's quite confusing. Luckily, using our tool Pandas, our database, it's very easy to call out those cases and do the further investigation. I call out for those cases and their comments. I found out the people who give a low ratings, they somehow could also give a very positive comments. The people who give high ratings, however, the comments can be very negative. So it seems to me those people could use a reference or suggestion when they give out their ratings. So here I perform my sentiment analysis to the review text. It's like if to determine how happy or how unhappy you are for the text. I use the linear regression to find out the relationship between the sentiment score versus ratings. So afterwards, using this model, we can give the suggestion to the user when they finish the comment, how much ratings you can give as a kind of automation rating system. In this way, we can have a more reliable and more objective rating system. So in the end, but not the least, I would like to give our big thank you to the ReDI School and our teachers, Daniel, Michael, and Nick. Thank you so much to guide us to open out the door to our dream as a data scientist.
Привет! I'm from Kazakhstan. My name is Nadezhda and I'm studying in Front-End 2 group. I love to read and I do it every day. And because of this, I often forgot what and when I had read, whether I liked this book or not, and what I would like to read next. When I started to study in ReDI, I immediately realized what kind of app I want to create, which would be interesting and useful for me and maybe for other people. And this app is called Book Lover.
Book Lover is a new social network for reading enthusiasts. On the first page, you can see the main goals of my project. Some of them have been achieved and others are still to be implemented in the near future. The first menu tab is a library page, where all books are presented by section. Here you can also view all books in a particular section. All data about books is in a general array and is rendered by using JavaScript. The second tab is Search. Here you can search for books by author name, by book title, or all together. When you click the Search category button, a get parameter is added to the URL, which allows the program to recognize which arrays to run through. In the future, I would like to add search by people and lists of books that will be compiled by users. From the search page and library page, the user can click on the book cover or its title and go to the book description page. Or click on the author's name and go to his page, which describes the short biography and a list of all his books available on the site. This is also done by passing the book ID or author ID in the URL, so that when you click on each button, the page will go to the required result. The page of the selected book also has a short description, and list of similar books is displayed. There are also several actions that the user can use. For now, there is a buttons Read, Add to waiting list, and Already Read. Each action added per click saves the current book ID in local storage and draws it on the user's personal page after reloading. On the user's page, a list of recently opened books is displayed at the top. Data is also used here from the local storage saved after clicking the Read button, as well as all the books that the user has defined in the category Started, Finished, Already Read, and Waiting List. Data is stored here by using the browser's local storage, so your book won't be lost after the page is reloaded. You can also delete a book from the list here. The main idea of the site is to be able to read your favorite books as you like. Here you can customize the text size, text alignment, and line spacing. You also can choose fonts here, and you have 4 color themes for any time of day and mood. You can also enjoy reading in full screen mode.
The whole my project is written in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Also, I used Bootstrap and BAM methodology. I also learned how to work with Git. I think that the main important thing in any business is a passion and real interest in the work and process. Then you will really enjoy the process. I would like to express gratitude to the ReDI School and all members. I had their great time. I met with really cool and interesting people and really amazing teachers. Thank you guys.
Barif
Vanakkam and welcome all. This is Deepa
and Jana from Software Development Group, and we're representing our class Java Intermediate.
When we think of Java, the first thing that rings in our brain is oops, but that is not an embarrassing sign, but that is object-oriented programming system. In this semester, we learned, explored, and implemented various oops concepts such as polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, and inheritance. These are core of Java and considered to be the heart and art of Java programming. Apart from this, we also learned about data structures such as lists, sets, and maps, various methods of exception handling, the proper usage of Java library, different types of expressions, including the mathematical expressions and the latest lambda. With all this learning, we were able to boost our confidence on building a robust framework using Java. Testing. Why do we even think about testing when we are actually developing? That is because testing helps us to ensure we are developing a quality code. It also ensures that the latest code is not updated due to the recent changes, to identify the bugs as early as possible, and in turn helping in reducing the cost of the bug fix, and overall it brings in agility. Using Java with help of JUnit, we will be able to perform unit testing on our code right from the start of the code development, and this is what is classified into test driven development. Finally, with all this learning, we were able to develop a simple application.
It's a web application, to-do list, which is also applicable for mobile platforms. It's made for users that can keep tracking of their tasks which they need to do, add tasks that recur on regular basis, and maintain a shopping list. So let's go here and see the code. Let's use the website URL, and we are in the front-end corner. We can see ready 3 tasks. So let's choose the first one-time task. Let's take a name and deadline. So here we are. Also, let's take a second one, recurring task. How much time do you want to get this notification? Just write it, add, and done. And the third one is our shopping list. So just to not forget that you need 5 bananas and that's it. Project consists of a backend, which is written in Java, frontend, Angular, framework, Spring Boot, and open source build automation system, Gradle. Features of Java give us possibility to create a simple object-oriented program. With Java, we could develop a virus-free system. It's also platform independent because it's different from other programs like C++ and C. It's also faster than other traditional interpreted programming languages, and dynamic.
Last but not the least, all this learning was possible during this difficult COVID situation because of our wonderful teachers and ReDI team.
Thanks a lot for your help and contribution.
Thank you.